Hello everyone, welcome to another round in Skate's Any Percent tournament. Today we have a match in the winners bracket semifinals between Nebula and zVypurr. Things are shaping up to be really interesting in this one. It's gonna be very close. And coming alongside me will be Joni, and I thank Laputo for restreaming this.
Hello. Yeah, Claputo will be streaming this. Yeah, this is a best of three, which is like, I think, the first best of three in the entire tournament.
Yes,
I'm not
it
like...
is.
I think, yeah, it is, definitely. And I am very excited for this one.
I am too. We have
I hope we get
31
31s.
rounds.
Yeah,
Yes.
I hope we get some 31s today.
These are the place 2 and 3 on the whole leaderboard. So the times are insanely competitive.
I think for VS route, this is 1 and 2. Like, Viper has the fastest VS route. No, it's the third. Skate has 24.
Oh,
Never
true.
mind. But it's the
Yeah.
1 and 3. Because it's Viper with like, yeah, place 1 and place 3 is Nebula with 31, 33.
Yeah, it's gonna be really exciting, this one. We're gonna probably see competitive top times in this one. Potential 31s, likely 32s, very likely 33s.
I think 33s are unlikely, honestly.
Oh yeah, true.
I watched Nebula
30,
stream
okay,
a few days
at
ago,
least
and
33.
yeah, I watched Nebula stream a few days ago, and he got like 4 31s in a row. And I think Viper as well, so
Yeah,
we can expect at least a 32 here unless someone dies. Okay, it's looking like it's about to start right now.
We're ready to start, it looks. So let me take a look. We will just need a countdown, and then we can start. Or actually, Nebula still needs a moment from what it's looking, so that's no problem. We can hype this race up a bit more in the meantime.
We can start with Hollow D's now because they will be in THK so fast.
Yes, exactly. and get your horse copy pastas into the chat already. They are very silly.
Okay,
yeah.
now wait. I see movement on the screens, but there's nothing happening. Okay, never mind. Now it's happening. It's starting. Let's go.
Yes, it's starting. Okay. Get hyped, everyone. Both runners starting King's Pass, and it's looking very synced on the race start, which you don't see every day.
Yeah, I think Viper's loads will make a big difference in syncing, though. I don't think this run will be synced for a long time, for a long time.
Yeah.
Because I think Nebula has quite fast loads and Viper has quite slow loads, so
that's just
how it goes. Behind in real time.
That's just what happens, unfortunately. But of course, the game has removed loads on the final timer, so that will not be a problem. Nebula actually also has a run submitted with itemless boulder, so a very versatile runner here. We're expecting to see the standard VS route, though.
I think we will, yeah. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
It's okay. While the itemless boulder route is faster, it's also much less consistent and much harder to do in a race like this.
Yeah, I think like running a race with eyeball would be like it's insane to do that, in my opinion.
Especially
I think a few runners
that is this
could
competitive.
pull it off, but yeah.
Yeah, if Lep was in the tournament, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, but
even then, like I don't know if Lep would do eyeball on a tourney. We had to ask Lep.
Yeah, but I would call that's rather unlikely.
Oh, getting bad Grasses RNG on Nebula's and on, oh my god, Viper's side as well.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. You hate to see it. Okay, Lep was apparently getting 40% consistently at iBoulder, which is pretty solid.
That's enough for a race. Definitely.
Totally.
Oh no, Viper missed the double spike there. That's quite annoying.
Yeah, Crossroads going a bit better for Nebula so far. In this case. But obviously, these runners are still very close. This is the beginning of the run, and nothing absolutely enormous went astray. So Nebula making his way up to the statue pogo room. So at this level, it's really not that special anymore, but it's still very satisfying to see that movement done perfectly, as well as on Viper's side.
I love the tick pogo that Viper does there. It looks always so close, and like I think it's easy to mess up, but it looks cool.
It looks really cool. It looks really cool. So both runners getting close to the False Knight fight now, especially Nebula about to enter the arena. And not having ideal enemy movement for the Geo, but nothing too horrible either.
But at least a good False Knight pattern here. It looked fine.
Yeah. That's a very good, or a very decent False Knight pattern at least.
The same for Viper as well. Just jump over the head. It's what you ideally want, and not False Knight jumping far away from you, which sometimes happens and can be quite frustrating, even though it loses like not too much.
Yep. So yes, once again, both runners absolutely crushing the early parts of the run and making their way into Ancestral Mount, where they are going to pick up their spell, and we will see the first showing of RNG.
Yeah, I think
in
it's
the early game.
A 29 pickup for Nebula.
Yeah, something like that, maybe 30.
Oh, it's 30, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Viper getting a 34, 33.
Yeah, 35.
35, okay.
Still very, very close, of course. Sora in chat is calling for a posture check for both runners. I'm not sure how realistic that is, but we can do a posture check for. We can do a posture check for constant restreamers.
I think the whole chat should do a posture check.
Yes. Mind your health, please. Your back, your posture is important. Both runners showcasing very proficient movement, and Nebula getting perfect RNG on the spit.
Yeah, that's
and
pretty
thus
fast.
Leaving Ancestral Mount very swiftly. Things
Viper
not going as zVypurr here.
Viper getting Baldured.
Oh yeah,
God.
I think that was a 5 or 6 split.
It was a 5 split.
A 5 split, yeah, that's really not what you want here. But it's pretty much entirely out of your control. Nebula having a bit shaky movement in the next room, but it's also nothing crazy. Jumping a bit uncleanly, doesn't lose much time here, of course. And Nebula manages to collect the 6 hole you would preferably want in the next room.
Now the Baldur is quite comfortable here with the quick kill, so no more RNG checks.
Exactly, we got a Baldur insta-kill and will now see an attempt at the fireball skip, which is executed perfectly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the fireball skips will be very clean in this whole race.
Yeah, I mean, most of the difference we will see in the race will probably come down to RNG, be it Umu RNG.
Yeah, like boss fight patterns and stuff like that.
They are very, very tight.
Yeah.
Okay, Nebula making the way to the next fireball skip with plenty of soul for it. And manages to get it with just 2, which makes soul collection in the next rooms more comfortable.
I think 2 is the usual here. I think, like, I saw a lot of top runners just do it with 1 very consistently.
Yep. Absolutely.
But 2 is like the safe option if you don't want to fail it.
Yeah, exactly. Also, they looked like they were close enough to justify the 2 fireball here.
Yeah.
We got a hydration check for Comms and Restreamer now.
Oh, okay, we can do that.
I have run out of anything to drink just before the run started, unfortunately, but I already said I will get something new before the next race. Alright, both runners handling the Moss Knight perfectly. That's exactly how you want to do it. You can actually consistently manipulate the AI into jumping backwards there. And that is what you want, because you can get a double hit easily and kill it faster and also save up for some soul, which makes this room a bit nicer.
Yeah, exactly.
Viper
this all
saying hello
very-
to Zode or Vengefly King. And Nebula getting the favorable RNG in the Moss Knight room, so
We
does
both
Viper.
got. That's
Very
nice
nice,
to
you'll
see.
love to see it.
I wonder. Okay, I think Viper is a little bit behind.
Yeah. Both runners approach the Hornet fight on full
6
HP
seconds. Yeah.
with the same amount of soul, so this is just one way to see how incredibly optimized this run is and how good they are at it. They're also just 1 GO apart. Like, all of this is insane.
This is scripted.
Yeah, it does feel scripted.
No! No way, not again!
Oh no!
Oh wait, okay, never mind. It's not a soft lock. I thought it was a soft lock again.
God,
Oh my god,
it
because that
looked
happened
like
to
it could have
because that happened to Nebula in a race in the earlier stages of the tournament. I was
Oh
scared that
my
it happens
God.
again. Yeah, I was scared. I have trust issues when it's coming to that since the last
Yeah.
race. The Nebula soft locked.
Yeah, so Viper is around 10 seconds behind at this point, which showed in a mix of like unfavorable Hornet pattern, Boulder Spit RNG, whereas Longfall Room RNG. It's really mostly RNG at this point.
Yeah, I think Viper had Viper had the missed double spike that cost a lot of time because the
Yeah.
spike missed both of the air splits instead of just missing one. And then, yeah, it was a 5-split Baldo for Viper.
So you're
Oh,
able
that's
to
just not
witness some insanely optimized Hollow Knight movement in exactly the split where Taz saves the least amount of time over humans. And if you looked on Nebula's screen and now are looking on Viper's screen, you can see it in all its glory. This movement is really hard and they are executing it perfectly and it just flows really well.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Nebula just, instead of poking the one shroom there, Nebula just dashed off it. That looked cool.
Yeah, incredible. And now Nebula approaching Explosion Pogo and collect Soul to go for a modern version and hits it perfectly. This obviously saves some time compared to the older Boomer Pogo. And now approaching the Mantis. Getting perfect Mantis Pogo while Viper gets the perfect Explosion Pogo. And now we're hoping that Steven will behave.
Steven will behave, I'm sure. Let's
Steven
go.
does behave. Very nice.
Also, Nebula didn't pacifist Mantis. Oh, both of them do.
Yeah.
Pacifist Mantis Pogo.
Crazy.
Double
Okay.
pacifist is so nice.
And we have
Steven?
once again a good Steven. Very cool.
Let's go.
That's what you want. Steven was very close to not cooperating there on Viper's screen. But it's okay. Steven is a good boy today.
Nebula is 7 seconds ahead of PB, but that might be because Nebula missed Mantis Pogo, not Mantis Pogo, E-Pogo in PB.
So we apparently have a 9:14 versus 9:26 quit out on Mantis Pogo, on Mantis Claw. Which, okay, 9:15 to 9:26, which is 11-second difference, so not much changing in the very optimized and pretty difficult fungal wastes movement.
Yeah, I think. Wait, what is that? Okay, that is an interesting Gome room.
Yeah, that's an interesting movement, and I'm very certain it isn't exactly intended.
Yeah, I don't think it was intended. I'm pretty sure, but like the first part of it looked kind of intended. I
Yeah.
thought like, wait, did the movement change? But it didn't. It was
Yeah.
just yeah, it
It
probably
was
was just nerves,
it was
as
still
Chris is
pulled off
mentioning.
nicely.
Yeah, it looked
Yes.
cool. It looked funny.
On the fly reroute, of course. And we see a pretty blazing fast Grass Mother here. Now just hoping for a good cleanup. As zVypurr also approaches the boss fight, which is just a testament to how close those runs truly are in this stage of the tournament. And
Yeah, like
Nebula's just zooms out of the gate and gets ready to purchase Shaman Stone.
oh no, not the Shaman Stone.
Yeah, I
love that
hope nothing crazy like a sudden death happens here.
It's so 2024 to buy a Shaman Stone.
Oh, totally.
You buy Fury now. You don't buy. You pick up Fury now.
Yeah, you buy Fury. That's actually a new patch to the game where you have to buy it. It's like a call next to the chest. Which makes the King's Pass geo-routing very difficult, but it works.
Yeah. There's a new shop standing where Fury is right now instead of the chest. And yeah,
And
it's the merchant.
Nebula died, and we will see how that affects the run going forward.
Yeah,
It
we'll never get a
proceeds
shake
by being
fireball.
shot. Yeah, awful.
It's annoying.
Hopefully that goes better for zVypurr. Nebula going for the one fireball and having a bit of a rough time with it, but getting a third try.
One slash, I think. Oh,
One slash.
zVypurr also got a fireball.
Nothing changing. Same story. But getting the 1/ first try.
Yeah, zVypurr's RNG is just like so annoying.
Yeah,
I don't know.
true.
Predict Nebula is 6.6 seconds ahead of PB because Nebula missed E-Pogo in PB. That's the reason, I think. I remember Nebula missing E-Pogo.
That's insane. With this time?
Yeah, he missed E-Pogo.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
It was a crazy run.
Well, that will probably result in a very difficult to catch up late game.
Oh yeah, and he got an Umu extra as well.
Oh my god, what?
That's just a Nebula thing, I think. You just do this if your name is Nebula.
That's actually crazy. Okay, Green Plats now coming up for both runners, and Nebula getting the RNG very perfectly, getting the ledge correction, and just blazing through the room. We will see how that one goes for zVypurr in particular.
Yeah, maybe zVypurr also gets bad Dreamplats RNG in this run. That would fit the RNG. That
Yeah. Doesn't really look like it though, so that is good.
And I think everything that zVypurr could influence here, apart from maybe the spike kill, was like she has done perfectly.
Yeah.
But with only
Okay.
like the RNG checks that were a little bit annoying.
Nebula doing the Seer skip or EP drop now, as I like to call it.
We have a 1250 pickup opposed to a 1304 pickup.
Yep. Okay. Oh, also Nebula's PB doesn't have a particularly great Watcher Knight.
Wait, 112 is pretty good. Isn't like comps up 108? Shouldn't be 112 like an insane Watcher Knight?
Really?
I think 112 is a pretty good Watcher Knight.
It is?
Like yeah, comps up is 108, so it's like 4 seconds of comps up,
which for 108. Okay.
which for a
I don't know what's happened then. Yeah, true though. Like, of course, it can't be much shorter than that with how the fight works.
It's insane.
Yeah, that's
112 is a very solid Watcher Knight fight. I would say so. Yeah.
Okay, we apparently have a 14-second difference right after Dream Nail. And now approaching the true final boss of the game, of course, which is Gorgeous Husk. You just hope not to get completely trolled. And
Look how gorgeous they
like,
are.
it looks like Nebula
They are
is getting
so
completely
gorgeous.
trolled.
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Indeed, gorgeous. Viper not looking to get trolled as hard as Nebula, and that is very nice. Just City Geo Collection. You gotta love it or hate it.
Gorgeous homosity. That's a good one.
Witnessing some extremely clean movement on Nebula's fight and some I think there was a bit of confusion in the dark room, or it was just a timer sync thing. I think it was a timer sync thing.
I think so. It looked like a very long load, and I don't think Nebula has long loads.
Well, Nebula now hitting the chandelier down to pre-kill one of the Watcher Knights, and now starting the rest of the fight without taking the time to heal the two masks. Oh, never mind.
Wait,
oh
you
no.
went in the wrong direction. Oh no!
Oh no!
That's annoying.
I think the hitpost almost made contact though.
Yeah, I first thought it was like intended, but I don't think it was.
Yeah. Okay, both runners now fighting Watcher Knights as the gap between them gets smaller and smaller. And we hopefully will see some more favorable patterns here.
I think it's like Nebula's pattern is fine. I haven't watched Vipers yet because I was looking at Nebula's stream, but I think it's fine as well.
Both of them look very okay.
Yeah, they look fine.
It's nothing crazy, nothing amazing, but it's certainly okay.
Exactly.
And alright. Both runners getting close to the end of the fight. Nebula going down to 1 HP, but it's nothing to worry about.
Okay, both of them. Oh, like I think Vipers was a little bit faster.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think so, yeah.
The fight itself was definitely faster, and
they both have. They have the same Watcher Knight exit right now. They both.
Yeah, they have the same Watcher Knight. Jesus.
Yeah, they both have a 1631.
Guys, girls, and non-binary pals, we're synced.
We're synced. Wait, we're actually very synced. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Right after Watcher Knights, we're synced. You can't wish for much more. That's insane. That is crazy.
Lapudo, make sure you don't show only one person's run on 2 screens, please. It's
yeah, with like short, like a little bit of time delay. This is crazy.
Okay, let's see how Rafters goes now.
Yeah, Rafters obviously a large possible choke point in the run. With very, very difficult movement, the hardest trick in the run, and losing a good chunk of time if you don't get it. So you can really just pray that it goes well here. There are some unknowns to it, but it is quite consistent if you're really good at it. Nebula making the way down and to the left as per intention. And thank you, Clapudo, for further sync. As you can see,
we're so cool. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're extremely synced. We will get to see like pretty much synced right side rafters.
I love how like the screen is completely synced and then Viper enters a load and it's immediately unsynced again.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Clapudo doing a lot of work here.
Every time she enters a load, it just gets unsynced. This is so funny.
Okay, what do we see?
We see right side rafters from Nebula working and Viper also getting it.
This is insane. I don't know where to look. But pickup was like synced with like a 1 or 2 frame difference.
Yeah, like the Rava also made the same movement.
Oh my god, what is this? This is complete craziness.
This is like such a this is so good. Oh my god.
Guys, this is what we're here for.
Son, velmi Arthur.
This is amazing.
Helmadelka.
It's almost like watching the same stream if it wasn't for the 6 geo of difference. Which, at this point in the run, also shows how optimized both this category and these runners are. Or how optimized these runners are playing, rather.
Yeah. Also, zVypurr has exactly enough geo for devout skip because you need 2,357 geo for devout skip. Otherwise, you will need to pick up Georox, I think.
Nebula apparently lost about 1 second to mashing.
Yeah, I heard. someone said that in chat.
I'm not
It's like
entirely sure if that also might not include some enemy behavior because they're also on different HP. So
No, Nebula lost. I think Nebula lost something in quit out, right? Or in I don't know. Something in
Maybe.
menuing at least, which is annoying.
yeah. Alrighty. Both runners purging the stack, doing Wiggle Firebell, and now going to Sly to purchase the Lumafly Lantern.
The Lantern of the Lumafly.
We don't see a
Wait,
Lepter, but I think
what?
both of our runners are pretty
How
good.
is zVypurr menuing so fast? What the fuck was that? What the hell? How fast did she buy a lantern?
I suppose it's a skill you can practice.
Yeah, but that's like insane. What the hell?
It's crazy, yeah. We're also at the point where zVypurr is approximately 2 seconds ahead of Nebula, so tides in this race turning a bit. Which is just absolutely nuts. I mean, this is crazy. By all accounts. And now it's closer to 1 second. Like, this is one of the absolute closest races we have seen this tourney so far, and maybe will see.
Definitely.
With 2 very competitive times as well. They might even be on 31 pace still. I'm not entirely sure about that. And if not, then definitely still 32 pace.
Yeah, this is. I think like Nebula is 20 seconds behind PB, and zVypurr is plus 0.3.
Plus 0.
Oh, okay, no, zVypurr is not comparing to PB. Never mind.
Okay,
zVypurr is comparing to median. I was scared for a second.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
But both
Okay.
like both are on
Nothing
31 pace
crazy
at
here.
least.
It's okay. It's okay.
Like this is like a high 31 pace.
A high 31 pace. Insane.
I don't
So
think
this
we
will-
move.
This will not be a world record from what it's looking like, but
It would be pretty impressive if zVypurr or Nebula saved like so much time.
yeah, like remember that world record is below 31 minutes by now, which is just crazy.
Oh, true. Yeah, I think Sora was speaking of the VS world record though.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Not the Eyebalder world record.
Maybe. At this point, it's just crazy how massively the route changed after this many years of optimizing it.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
absolute insanity.
We now approach the weird part of the run, which is called Umu,
Yes. We
our all favorite boss.
We got to stay on our toes for Umu. This is absolutely crazy. And we also had a double, like, almost synced underplat, which is something very beautiful to see.
I love how every single runner does underplat, and
Oh
yet-
my god,
and
Flapudo, this is beautiful.
and yet every person mentions when you get underplanned.
Yes.
like every runner does
not even
underplan. I
hard.
haven't seen a single runner not doing underplan.
It's very easy, but it looks so clutch because
It looks
the
cool, yeah, I can
hitboxes
see
are
that.
so not mirroring reality.
That's kind of an overarching theme in Hollow Knight, that the hitboxes are not mirroring reality.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest.
So both runners doing Trinomi drop. Nebula going for the slightly safer version. Viper doesn't, which results in losing 1 HP.
Wait, what?
Nothing crazy here.
Where am I lying, FF? I didn't. Wait. Why am I lying? Have you seen you? Yeah, but you were not running in the any percent tournament, FF. I haven't seen you running any percent since like in a year.
Oh god. So both runners still carrying the wall cling storage.
Oh my god, the sync again! Clavudo,
Crazy.
you're so amazing.
Clavudo is the goat, honestly. This is nuts.
So good.
No time to breathe for anyone except Clapudo here, because we are seeing the Umu fight and have to pray for gorgeous RNG for both runners. Which Nebula already getting better RNG. But that's just the way of the Umu. I don't think that will be an extra on Umu, yeah, not for Nebula,
Doesn't look like.
but Viper gets an extra.
That's
Oh,
pretty annoying.
So unfortunate.
Classic Umu.
Yeah, Umu can really easily mess with your run in a bad way by just RNG.
Did you pay attention to Nebula's first damage rotation?
It was clean.
Okay, I didn't see that.
I'm not sure if the
expected.
first fireball hit here, but it did, so Nebula getting a very clean 2-cycle with pretty good RNG. And Viper being on 1 HP here, but also getting the kill.
Viper needs to. Oh no, wait. They both are doing walking storage. This is not LP, so the fake wall doesn't matter that much. There's because the wall on the bottom right of Archives is fake, and no one can convince me otherwise.
Doing the wall cling storage way to get over the asset is so scary on 1 HP.
It is, yeah.
It's crazy. So yeah, Viper got two extras there, which is just crazy with how much it tips the duration. Nebula quitting out on 2440 and Viper certainly a bit later, like 12 to 15 10 seconds later. Which is just 10 seconds because of RNG and nothing else.
Yeah.
But it was just 1 extra, yeah, that makes sense then. 1 extra plus worse attack RNG makes sense.
Wait, but I think... Wait a second. Like, the Umu kill for Viper was a 2401.
That was a 2401.
Wait. Am I... No, wait. Oh, never... Wait, I'm confused. Oh, Nebula is just way ahead. Because I...
Oh.
Okay, never mind. Nebula's stream is just way ahead because of low.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's just how it goes. Nebula getting a very shaky Queen's Gardens asset skip, which is an extremely hard trick. But getting it rather quickly, and Viper getting it first try, which means the difference at this point is just 3 seconds again.
That's pretty strong, honestly. It is 3 seconds. Damn.
Again.
It's all coming down to the last few splits here, and probably the THK pattern that both of the runners get.
Yeah, exactly. Beasts then RNG, like Devout RNG, how they behave, how they open up, and THK difference will be pretty big here. Nebula getting a bit unfortunate in the Mantis arena, and so Viper now actually ahead.
Nebula is low on HP.
Yeah, very low. This is really scary. You definitely don't want that, especially not walking up to beasts then.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're confident in your trap bench move, and I think it's fine because you have like on oh my god, Viper, no,
Oh no,
Viper.
Viper, oh no. Oh my
This is not
god.
cool. Because on 1-2-1 you can do then quit out, which you can't do on LP. So on 1-2-1 I think it's fine.
Guys,
Viper
there's
healing.
nothing in this race that can't be close. Everything has to be close here.
Yeah.
So this was the obvious consequence.
Oh my god.
Oh
Again.
my god.
Viper trying to heal here. That's pretty
Yeah,
understandable.
playing very safe and consequently losing some time, but you probably really don't want to risk that. Like, getting hit by that one spider that is coming up in a moment, which is very likely to hit you, would spell a death sentence.
Okay, nice. Both
Oh my
got
god.
through there relatively cleanly.
Yep. Almost certainly gonna see a trap bench quit out here.
From both, yeah, definitely. It would be insane to not do that, honestly.
Yeah, at this point, not doing it would probably lose time with how you have to play.
The Viper is 9 seconds behind, which is not that much with like 2 heals that she did in the previous split.
Yep. I'll take a look at the quit out timer once again, but it is really close. So quitting out on 44 for Nebula. And obviously later for Viper in this case. On approximately a 54. So right now about a 10-second time difference, but that is easily something that can be made up by THK or then RNG.
Yeah, I want this race to be decided by THK. That would be so high.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think
Oh yes.
if it's like going like it's like the race went like for the first part, I think it will gonna happen. If like nothing
Nebula
is going
saved the
terribly
grab.
wrong in Beast, then that's pretty base for Nebula.
Nebula saved the grab.
Nebula being a grab saver.
Nebula's run is officially blessed.
Yeah. Also Viper set up.
also
Yeah,
saves the
nice.
grab. Wonderful. 2 grabs got saved today in the first race of the race.
That was scary, Viper. That looked so scary. I think she knew what she was doing, but I'm pretty sure Viper knows what she's doing. But it's so scary to be on 1 HP at Devout's.
Lapudo, can we maybe get a Black Egg sync again? So we just.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, so we get like a really nicely synced THK on screen.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
It would be amazing. At the present moment...
I would have said we'll do a final long sync at THK entry.
Okay. Nebula's about 9 seconds ahead at this point.
Just sync on every THK stagger.
Yeah.
Good point.
Okay.
You can start with your Holo Ds again. I want to see a lot of Holo Ds because it's the most hype race that I've watched in a long time, I think.
All gotta spam Holo Ds and Horse Ds and
also the screaming Holo D, like
yeah, everything. Your copy pastas, whatever. Give it to us. Also posture check and hydration check for everyone again. Which I urgently needed, the posture check.
Unshrimp.
Okay, the chat is going absolutely crazy, and that's just what we want.
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep going. We need this chat to absolutely explode. Cheer our runners on for this absolutely insane thing that is coming up right now.
Okay, we will see the sync of the century now, I think. Hopefully at least.
Lapudo, we need you. When the world needed him most.
I think the sync will be in the next transition.
Yeah. This is the calm before the
Oh
storm.
no, Nebula's timer stopped. What is happening? Infinite
Yeah.
load! No!
Okay, about a 9
Let's go.
seconds with this entering the okay.
Nice.
Okay, guys, this is it. This is it. Your these and RSDs in the chat.
I was what faster at breaking the chain.
Oh my god.
How?
Oh my god.
Let's
It's
go.
happening. It is
This
happening.
is so good.
So crazy.
Oh my god, I don't want to comment this, I just want to watch.
Yeah, exactly. It's so hard to focus on things like THK patterns here, which are looking okay on both sides. But this is just completely crazy. Oh my. I think Nebula gets the slightly more favorable pattern here, but no huge difference anyway.
Okay, self-step reached for Viper here.
Yep.
Not
So
for
a
Nebula,
bit-
I think.
Yeah, but very soon.
Yeah, this is THK. Now it's self-step for Nebula.
Yeah.
Also, self-step, getting earlier self-step, I think does not necessarily mean faster THK.
Yeah.
And
Nebula getting a
gets
fountain,
pretty good.
while Viper gets the much less favorable bounce.
Also, Nebula getting Scream Script now.
Oh,
Viper
and
is
Viper
missing it.
doesn't
That's
get it.
that's sad.
It's really
No.
sad. Yeah, Nebula ending the fight and
Weird.
getting a low 32.
Yeah, I think it's 3204
Something like that,
or
yeah.
3206, I think.
And Viper getting along the lines of like 32-10 to 15, I think.
Yeah.
Bullshit, 20. Yeah, around 22 to 25, I think.
No, 16. 3216.
32,
That's
16.
such a
Yeah,
close
right.
race. I think this was like one of the best races of any percent I've ever watched.
This might be the not the closest race ever, because I don't think the race between Fire and I think Insomnia will ever get beaten, because it was like frames.
I have not watched this. I feel like I wasn't born at that point.
Yeah, Fire
It's
versus
too long
Viz.
ago.
Fire versus Viz had like a difference of 2 frames, I think. That was in the best of 3 of the grand finals of Eternity in the 3rd game.
Viper, your RNG has been so bad this run. That was annoying.
Yeah, it was insane. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it kind of was Umudiv Nebula. I think without Umudiv you would maybe finish like a second before Viper.
Absolutely crazy.
It was literally just an Umu extra div.
I think in terms of like, if you take the average time in this race, so like about a 32:10, then you would get the highest average time ever in a Hollow Knight race. Like the best time ever in a average time ever in a Hollow Knight race.
Wait, what did you say? I'm sorry, I'm just zoning out. What did you say? I was reading chat because there were interesting conversations happening.
It's okay. If you were to average out both of these times, so the 32:16 and the 32:05, I'm fairly certain this would be the fastest ever average time in a Hollow Knight race.
Probably, yeah. Like for average of both runs, maybe.
Yeah.
I think it still wouldn't beat Viper. Like Viper's 31:17 is beyond insane.
Absolutely nuts. Absolutely crazy.
Okay, I think we're gonna do a 10-minute break, I guess.
Yep. I think
right
so.
now, and then we are going right into the next race between Nebula and Viper, because this is a best of 3 and we have at least one more race to see, maybe 2.
Yeah, stay on your toes. With how close this has been so far, you definitely don't want to miss the next one. This is just absolutely crazy. massive GG's to Nebula for winning the first race, and also to zVypurr for obviously also getting an absolutely amazing time. And yeah, we will see you very shortly while I get something to hydrate.
Let's go. Hi! Welcome back to another race of this match. Nebula against zVypurr. Nebula took the first point in this match. And I hope the next one will be as close as the first one, because then we have
Yeah, we
like
got
the
a
optimal thing.
really close race with two incredibly close low 32s.
It's fine, zVypurr, we're
Also-
just yapping if you just need some more time. It's fine.
Yeah, I want to thank Journomally for the Prime sub earlier before the race started. If you subscribe here, it will go to the HK Splitmaker website. So if you ever use that website and you want to support it financially because hosting it costs money, then that would be a way to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I want to predict the optimal outcome for this match. I want zVypurr to win this race.
Yep.
But only because then we would get a... Oh my god, thank you for the sub, Serp!
thank you, sir.
Uh,
That's very, very kind of you.
let's go.
That's amazing.
True, I just sniped Chris, that's so funny.
You got a level 2 hype train going, so if you want to push the hype train, then feel free to do that.
Wait, I have bits. I can share a bit here. Wait.
Yeah, I have like 5-year-old bits.
Oh, I want to gigantify an emote, but I don't have enough bits. That's so sad.
I
Where
do
can
have
I?
enough.
Can I just? No, I don't want to buy bits. I want to share bits. Hey, how does it work? Cheer.
It doesn't work for me, I think.
There's my cheer. Let's go. Thank you, Scotty, for the prime sub.
Oh,
Oh my god, Predic's emote got gigantified. What I wanted to say is I want zVypurr to win this race, so we get the maximum amount of races today. Like if we that would be so cool if we got a third one, and like all of them should be really close. That would be so cool. Like the optimal outcome.
Would be amazing. Okay, level 2 complete in the hype train. That's awesome. It's also a really great way to celebrate the close race from a little earlier.
Yeah. Also, you can get hype train emotes here if you participate, right?
I think so.
Because getting hype train emotes is cool. Oh my god! Thank you, Chris,
Thank
for the
you.
gift
Yeah.
sub to JX.
Very, very awesome. Thanks for the gift sub. We love to see it.
Wait. All these random gift subs to
Yeah, thank you, Shy Ace,
Definitely
for
not
the
scripted.
prime. Thank you,
Thank you,
Chenik, for the
Staxis,
sub. Thank
for
you,
the
Staxis,
sub.
yes. We completed the level 3, I think. Absolutely crazy. Thank
Check
you
the
all
tourney races
so
channel.
much.
What's happening in tourney races? Somebody said we should check the tourney races channel.
As Lauren will be very happy for this.
Yeah, got counted down, but no one started
Oh yeah,
yet.
there was a countdown, but no one is starting.
At the end,
Thank you for trying, Clapudo. Oh, zVypurr is starting. Nebula isn't. That is a bit unfortunate. Oh, also Shy Ace. Thank you for the gift sub. It went to Serp actually. Very, very nice.
why did zVypurr just start and Nebula is still not starting?
Yeah, we need some more communication here, I think.
I think that's just because of zVypurr's load, so Clapudo doesn't have all the work of syncing. Doesn't have to do all the work of syncing. I think that's the point. That surely is.
Sure.
Everything is according to plan in this, but nothing out of the ordinary would happen here.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's the desync from the last run. True! Wait, that could actually be the case.
I thought Clapudo would have thought about that.
I also thought about that. But maybe Nebula is also just scared.
Nebula has in fact started. Okay, this is the desync from the last race.
Labudo!
That happens, that happens. Also,
That's
thank you,
so
Joe,
good.
for the bits again. It's very, very awesome. We all love some blushing Elderbug.
Nebula is starting! Oh my god! Finally!
And for the
I think Nebula...
gigantified gorgeous husk.
Oh wait, Nebula just teleported. What happened? Damn!
Yeah,
Oh, again!
Clapudo, I think, figured out sync.
No, I think Nebula picked up the teleport.
Yeah, sure. It's actually optimal for speedrunning. Because you're fast.
It's faster.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nebula, unfortunately, missing the double spike.
Yeah, Viper did last time, so this is just to make it balanced again.
True. True. Yeah. Viper hitting the double spike perfectly, while Scotty in chat is wondering where they can where he can find the teleport in KP. Because it is in fact optimal.
Yeah, there's a secret, there's a breakable wall in the room where Fury is, but no one has found it yet.
Yeah, it's
Not a lot
like
of people
very
know.
precise. It's like really precise.
Yeah, exactly.
So like it's not feasible to go for, it's like TAS only, but it's like even inconsistent for TAS. In real time, like in terms of timer time, Viper is currently about 1 second behind, but it's very hard to compare. And Nebula now making his way into the False Knight fight and getting quite unfortunate enemy RNG, but hopefully that will result in good False Knight RNG.
Nope.
Yeah, it
It's
unfortunately isn't. But Viper's RNG is similarly suboptimal. Actually, exactly as suboptimal, so that checks out.
I think Viper is a second behind Nebula right now.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Okay.
Okay, I might need to hydrate for a longer time right now because my voice is a little bit it's getting worse.
It's okay, it's okay. Take this as an opportunity, everyone, to hydrate yourself and to check your posture. Thank you, sir, for pointing it out. Please do hydration.
I did the hydration. I am back.
That's very good. That's what we like to hear.
I didn't pay attention to the KP to the VS pickups, but I think both got.
Oh yeah, me
one.
neither. I was looking in chat with how people react to hydration and posture.
Wait, did I get a new emote? Did we get a new emote? Wait, no. Where did I get? It's important to check the hype train emotes. But I don't think I got a new one. No.
Yeah, petition to add a horse D emote. That would be very hype.
Okay, both got
VS
the same VS
VS is
pickup.
completely equal at 32.
Thank you, sir.
332.
Yeah, that's nice.
Not exactly the 32 you're usually going for, but pretty good 32 anyway.
Oh, I should
Hydration
drink
and
the tea.
connecting.
Classic Baldur, you're so right, Jasmine. You're so right. Baldur do be Balduring.
Oh yes, certainly. Alright, Nebula now approaching Longfall Room again, but this time obviously going upwards and getting pretty favorable RNG with the enemies, which will result in a good bit of soul. Which is very comfortable. Looking similarly for Viper here.
Yeah.
Gets the insta-kill no problem, and now approaches the first fireball skip. And does so perfectly.
The two races comped with Nebula were like Hornet was landing on the ledge at the gate, and I'm like always so scared about Nebula's Hornet tries right now.
Yeah.
Like even though it like probably doesn't make any sense, but it's just I don't know.
We got Sora saying in chat that beer is also just liquid bread, which I won't comment on.
I don't like beer,
Me neither.
so
We got 2 Germans in comms saying they don't like beer.
yeah. I think I'm
is
just not.
really
I think I'm
wild.
just not German. Said,
Yeah, me
one
neither.
fireball for Viper here, by the way.
Yeah,
to
Viper got
focus.
the 1 fireball, which saves like a few frames compared to the 2 fireball, and is something you can definitely go for. Also makes soul collection comp here.
Oh my god,
Oh,
Nebula
Nebula
missing.
misses the 2nd fireball skip. And the backup. But manages to get it the 3rd time.
It's the classic backup strat.
Yeah. Nebula at this point now 4 seconds behind though, because that does lose some time.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Emma gets
The,
killed.
the luxury of 1-2-1 is that there's a soul totem that's very weirdly placed, but it exists on this
Yeah.
patch, so there's no. Oh my god, Nebula getting. That's an annoying green path. Holy.
Thank you for calling it out, Journomaly. Very, very needed call out here.
Nebula discovering new time lord. Oh my god, that's mean.
Yeah.
But also funny.
Mm-hmm. Well, Viper now getting into the Moss Knights arena, and unfortunately getting the less favorable RNG, where the second one spawns further behind, which takes a bit longer and is a bit harder, but it's okay. And Nebula also got it, so we're even in that front. Viper now entering the Hornet fight at approximately a 9 to 10 second lead.
Yeah, I think so. Probably 8 seconds or 9. Yeah,
It was, yeah,
it's 8 seconds.
8 seconds, okay. And Viper getting Hornet landing on the ledge, which always is a bit scary, but nothing to worry about at this stage.
We have a 40 kill, which is probably a 47 pickup. Yeah, 47
46,
pickup.
I think.
It was a 47, I think.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I bet people in chat paid attention.
Yeah, I looked at this. I looked at the splits.
Okay.
We have a 56 opposed to a 47.
Yep.
In favor of Viper.
Approximately a 9-second difference at this point. Yeah, 9-second difference right now.
Yeah.
Which is nothing too crazy. This is still within the range of like 1 long Umu extra. Roughly.
The full
Yeah.
German stream, except Nebula.
It's almost a full German stream. Only Nebula is not German. It's absolutely amazing. We could like genuinely transition to doing German.
I think that would be. I don't think the chat would appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nebula can count as German with that sleep schedule. That's so true. Oh my god.
FF303, I see it now. Yes, I am also German, and I'm surprised you didn't hear that. I am in fact one of the Flammenwerfer people. So yes, both runners doing great in the Mantis Claw split so far, which of course has very precise movement. Um. So yeah. Oh, tell you more. I not only am German. I know one of the German translators of Hollow Knight personally.
You know, I know a German personally.
No way. That's crazy. I would
Okay.
never.
Getting Pacifist Mantis Poke on Viper's side here again. Pretty
Yep.
cleanly.
I'm now hoping for a good Steven. Go on, be a good boy, Steven. Yes, that's what we
Let's
like to see.
go. Steven.
Beautiful, Steven. And also good Steven for Nebula.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. You're bad at recognizing accents, FF303. That's okay. That's okay. So, yes. Now both runners making the way to Grassmother, which fortunately is a split with not much RNG. So a good way to just focus entirely on mechanics.
Oh, in my experience, Grassmother is a split that has like very little RNG and should be like a split that would be very consistently, but sometimes you just mess up
Yeah.
without any reason. I don't know, it happens a lot in Grassmother, just like
I mean,
messing
there's
up without any
RNG with
reason.
cleanup.
Yeah, but the cleanup isn't Grassmother anymore. That counts towards Dreamnail because we
Fair.
split at the death of Grassmother.
Fair. Good point. Real
Kinda
World's
low.
notice we're at 249 after leaving Den. I hate seeing that. That is very painful to see. Okay, very aggressive Grassmother for Viper. That certainly did not go as planned, but not too horrible either, and not super fast for Nebula either, but also nothing crazy. And Viper just sliding out of the gate perfectly, sitting down on the bench, and now purchasing Fury of the Fallen, as we learned last run you do. Don't mind me spreading misinformation in comms. That's just a very good thing you should do.
I mean, I think spreading misinformation on the internet is what you should do.
Yeah, exactly. I love spreading misinformation on the internet.
TV chaos.
Yes.
Oh my god, my voice is giving up. Why is my voice giving up?
Get yourself a tea next break.
I should, yeah, I should.
Viper died! And Nebula
Oh
some low
no.
HP too. What shall we do? Oh no.
What a Mr. Information thing. We're only spread.
Alright. 1/4 Viper, perfectly first try, and clean shade skips on both ends, and another good 1/.
Oh,
That
it,
was very close
it
to
almost,
losing
yeah,
it
it
for
almost
Nebula.
looked like Nebula hit the floor
Oh
there.
my
That was so
God.
close.
Oh, come on, Journomaly, you can trust me. I only spread misinformation on the internet, not IRL.
Wait, what is
Everyone knows
IRL?
you're part of Bundesnachrichtendienst. Okay. Maybe that's a bit much of an inside joke, but whatever. Alright, Viper now entering the Dreamplats section. Ready to hopefully get some good RNG with the plats and getting a good ledge correction. Dreamplats. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's how you write that.
Oh yeah, Chicky Tutti, this stream has pretty good pronoun representation with Twitch chat pronouns plugin. A lot of people having that set up.
Yeah, also
And-
like, oh no, getting the dash in the wrong direction there.
Oh god. Viper collecting Dreamnail, and yes, I'm being unprofessional sometimes, Dronomally. That's just what we do. Um,
12:55 to 13:05 pickups, so exactly 10 seconds difference between Viper and Nebula right now.
yep. This mostly is cascading from the early game here, which went rather different.
Yeah, the green path stuff I think is
Yeah.
what made the difference here.
I can't believe we have Mothwing Cloak and pronouns. Yes, Jamie. This is what happens. And Nebula
All
just
speed-
getting the HK slide.
I think both got. Like Viper also got. That's like hype. I love that.
Yeah, it's super hype. Now, Viper getting towards the any percent journal, which is a very good way to refer to that journal because it's actually entirely unambiguous. So that's cool.
I think we should give that journal a name.
What name should we give it?
I have no idea. I'm not good at giving names.
I mean, I really just came up with Steven, and I'm not good at names otherwise either.
Steven too.
Too.
Okay, we call it James now. The first.
Yes,
the
we
James
call it
journal.
James. This journal is now James. Take it or leave it.
Death Note is a good one too.
Death Note, yeah. Makes a lot of sense for the Wanderers journals. I think that's too general, you know, because this means we can also give the bug that the journal belonged to can also be called James now.
I don't know, Chiki, but I Don't-
BNB journal.
don't question what I'm yapping. I have no idea.
We have the Bundesnachrichtendienst journal. I like that one. That's a good one. I think it's a bit too niche though, unfortunately. I think people not from Germany might have trouble understanding that joke.
Okay, we're getting into Watcher Knight's fight now,
Yeah.
which will probably be a major time save or loss for both runners.
Yeah, this can go wildly differently depending on RNG, so time to lock in, both for the runners and us. I will ignore chat for a second.
Nebula surely will.
Might recoup some time here. So far going a bit smoother, losing less HP. Or no HP at all. Well, Viper lost 2 and healed 1. Overall, getting a pretty careful fight on Viper's side, but still decently quickly with an acceptable pattern. What you're looking for in terms of Watcher Knight's patterns is both how often you can attack both of them at the same time and how many full screen rolls you get, because you can get a lot of multi-hits for spells there. Both runners now on 3 HP at the close of the fight. And Viper finishing it.
Let's go.
as of now. Nebula very close to finishing it off as well, which is pretty good considering the time difference coming in.
Viper got a 123 Watcher Knights. I didn't
Yeah,
pay
Viper
attention
got
to
a
Nebula's Watcher
31
Knights.
exit and Nebula got a 37 exit. So the about 10-second difference is now a 6-second difference. And yes, Viper actually got very rude RNG. Honestly, I understand, Serp. Everything is extremely chaotic right now, and if you're tired as well, that completely throws off the balance here. So we're getting a Dreamer quit out. First pause at 17:07 and 17:13 for Nebula, so the 6-second difference seems to be correct. Come on, Johnny, it's not your fault, it's my fault. I'm
You're
making
synced
too
again.
many Bundesnachrichtendienst jokes. Oh, true, we're synced. We're so synced, actually. That is crazy. We got people watching at 5 a.m. That's completely crazy.
It's just called dedication. Oh my god, the elevator is also synced.
Yeah, and the
Let's
walking
go.
storage after that. But honestly, I understand getting up at 5 in the morning for this race after, like, with this sync. Yes, Clipudo, shout out to Clipudo, doing an absolutely amazing job. Oh, and Nebula getting just beautiful chains on the walking storage. And the level of sync here is just amazing.
Okay, right side rafters coming up now. At least the attempts of doing it. I hope
Yep.
it goes well for both streamers. Runners.
Oh my god.
No,
Viper
Nebula
getting a
missed.
non-standard. No.
The non-standard
Yeah,
way
Nebula...
is because of low FPS, I think. I think Stratos told me that's the low FPS setup.
Oh, maybe.
Because
Maybe.
the like velocity of the vent flies depends on FPS, and they fly slower on low FPS, so you have to rearrange the setup a little bit.
Yep. You need approximately 220 FPS for the standard setup. Like, at least, and it gets harder with more FPS. But there are some backups that only work on, like, for example, 250, so it's all... Hollow Knight and frames is a funny story.
Weak ticks, SMH.
If you're... Yeah, I just wanted to say that. If you're running a category where you get Shriek, you might want to cap your FPS at something ending at 4 or 9. So that way you actually get a higher chance of getting all Shriek ticks. And as such, most damage. Last posture before Sora goes to bed, so everyone adjust your posture. It's important. Alright. Viper now purchasing the stag and doing the wiggle firebell, as we would expect from these runners. In terms of Geo at this point, I would say both runners are looking pretty solidly. I'm just double checking my numbers. But they're looking okay-ish.
It's 2,357
Yeah.
before purchasing
You want
Lantern.
227 at this point at least, and
Yeah,
both runners
yeah,
have that comfortably.
Before purchasing Stack, I mean not Lantern.
Yeah. Yeah. Geo's optimally above 227. So we probably won't need to worry about Geo for the rest of this run, which is always very good to know going into Den and really the late game in general. Oh, Viper! Oh, Viper! Oh, the full chain to the end of the room.
That looked very clean, yeah.
That was amazing. Viper is a task confirmed.
I think a lot of people would agree on that, honestly.
Yeah. Honestly, with how good the times are in general, and then those things, I can get behind it. You don't get place 2 on the leaderboard for nothing.
I can't say how Viper is to be because she's comparing to latest run, but Viper is behind to latest run by 0.9. That's what I can say. I have no idea what her PB times were.
And the WCS probably means she's ahead of latest run.
Maybe, yeah.
It probably saves around a second, I think. Maybe a bit less. I don't know exactly. that's like oddly specific.
We will see at Sea Heart if she's ahead or not.
Yep.
Hopefully she gets a better Umu this time. We're synced again, by the way. Look,
Oh,
like,
true.
I don't even
Thing.
notice them syncing, but they sync.
It's crazy. I guess it's kinda easy to get Nebula up to sync correctly because there's so much of a longer pause there with loads. But maybe that's also mitigated by the current time difference, which is like almost 20 seconds. Alrighty. We get the double underplat.
Let's go.
Yeah, Viper's got pretty crazy movement. So does Nebula, honestly. Both of these runners do. It just goes cleaner in some runs and less clean in some others.
I think like both runs were really clean. We got like a low 32, which is like still
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
like this like the time that Viper got in this race, which she lost the race with, was world record 2 years ago, I think, or three. When was Pest
Yeah.
run? Was it in 2020?
No, it was later.
Okay,
It was
2022. I remember.
2022, I think.
Yeah, I think I remember 2022, but I am not as informed at that topic because I wasn't around there at that time too much. But it still would have finished, I think, top 15 on the leaderboard.
20 seconds is a lot of difference at this point, but Umu can make like all the difference. Like a single extra Umu cycle is more than 20 seconds. So
oh yeah, the extra Umu cycle, yes, but not an extra.
yeah, not an extra, but getting like a 3 cycle
I think
like about
okay,
40
I
seconds.
think it's about like between 15 and 20 seconds for a cycle, like for an extra cycle.
I thought it's more.
I recently asked in any percent chat, and Nebula answered me that it's like 15 to 20 seconds.
I will absolutely trust you and Nebula on this. Nebula getting beautiful Walkling storage, and so does Viper. Just absolutely crazy the level of sync we're having yet again. As Clapudo can lean back a bit while we hope for good Umu RNG. So far, going better for Nebula, I think, at least. I only caught one fast. Oh, getting an extra on Nebula's side, that's very unfortunate.
That's just fate. Last time Viper got the extra, now Nebula got the extra.
Viper missed a fireball at the end. Like, didn't fireball.
Annoying.
Probably input didn't get registered or something. So that is a 3 cycle, most likely. Certainly, actually.
Let's just watch Viper pull off a 2 cycle still.
Yes. Nebula getting the 2 cycle right now. A wonderful Umu kill. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. Umu is such an annoying boss.
Well, that means we're getting much closer in terms of time again, though.
Ooh, yeah. Oh. You're so right, I didn't even think about that. It's one fireball, it's so sad.
I caught it correctly, it is the single fireball. That's really, really sad. Both runners executing the Walkling storage way to get over that asset perfectly. It's actually a bit easier than it looks, but it looks absurdly scary. So yeah, a 2503 menu, like main menu screen appearing for Nebula. And I suppose Viper will also do a Monomon quit out. So that will be very easy to compare the times. Nebula now making his way up to Queen's Garden's asset skip, QGA. Famously difficult. Okay, 25-16 for Vipers, so Nebula actually is ahead 13 seconds now.
Damn.
That is the difference a single Umu cycle makes.
Yeah. Compared to the last run, Viper lost 22 seconds in the split.
That's why we absolutely hate when Umu is not going perfectly.
I think we should just remove Umu.
Yeah, we should just remove Umu. We should just all run all glitches and then we just fly past the room essentially. Nebula getting, I think, first try QGA, at least very quickly and without dunking.
It looked like it was QJ. I was watching Viper's screen at that point.
Yeah, I was too.
Viper dunking there, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Getting second try is fine.
Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good still. Like, this is not too much of a time loss. Oh no, Nebula missed one of the Trader Mantises, but then got it later, so it doesn't matter actually.
Yeah, Petra Arena. Again, annoying for Nebula here.
Yep. Looking
Very
solid
well played
Viper.
for Viper though.
Yeah. Now, both runners making their way into, well, towards Den really, and to Deep Nest. Nebula about to enter Deep Nest actually. On very solid HP. That's probably enough to justify, like, low enough on HP to probably justify a Den quit out later.
Yeah, I think Banquet Out is just way more safe. I don't know how much it loses. Not a lot, I think.
If you get hit, like, if you don't get hit anymore, the time save might be worth it. But the race at the present moment isn't safe enough, but that probably isn't something Nebula is taking into consideration. And at this point, you definitely want to then quit out because it's just safer.
Watch Nebula not doing it.
Would be
Going for
very
content.
interesting for Nebula.
That would be so base.
Then quit out is like 1.5 seconds plus soul collection, so it's really nothing crazy. Yes, Chikituti. I believe that is a copy pasta.
No, I think that's Chiki's genuine opinion there. I think Chiki hates glitches.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Chiki would never run glitches.
Yeah, no,
Because
no.
that's not the way Team Cherry intended it.
Exactly. Chikituti and glitches? That's just nuts.
Did Nebula do quit out? Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but cheating in Hollow Knight is fun. Glitched runs are fun.
Yes. Hollow Knight is a very good game to cheat in. Beautiful. 12-second difference at Trap Bench. That can be made up by Den and THK, but is rather unlikely to be made up by Den. Can be made up by THK.
That was like the way Viper jumped on, like did the wall jumps was so fast. Holy shit!
It's crazy,
Damn.
yeah. The movement is absurdly optimized. Viper getting down to 1 HP, which results, unfortunately, in a slower devout.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, it's a bit problematic, actually, because that loses quite a bunch of time. Not being able to damage tank there.
I think it wasn't too much, though. I think the strat that Viper did was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I think she didn't lose too much time to damage tank there, like a few seconds, like maybe 2 or 3. Maybe less.
Yes.
Maybe less, not less.
Okay, Nebula making the way out of Hera. now towards THK, so
They're all trolling again. Oh no.
18-second difference at Hera, according to Burnt Toast IO, which is a very good name. Yeah, 18 seconds are really rough and very difficult to catch up for at this run, but please start cheering on our runners already as we are approaching the Hollow Knight. So we need all the Hollow Ds, Horse Ds, main cows we can get.
Yeah. It's a 12 seconds difference. It can be like that can be made up in THK.
Yeah, totally can.
Like missing one scream skip and getting a worse pattern, and it's basically even again.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, maybe sync to timer here would be cool. Clap.
Clap, clap.
That is just beautiful. I like that. All right, both runners in the Temple of the Black Egg now, just in different rooms.
Oh, I didn't. I just wrote hollow.
Maybe sync like beginning of THK or something. Surely there won't
Yeah,
be
I think it
20
will be hard
parries
to
in a
sync
row.
here.
Yeah, surely there won't be 20 parries in a row.
No, we will see 2 THK comp swaps right after each other. I think that's my prediction.
Of course. Totally. THK forgetting every other move they have. Except for parries, of course. So far, Nebula getting a very nice pattern.
That looks really good, that pattern, yeah.
That's a very beautiful pattern. Of course, we jinx it.
Yeah, one parry is like not a bad pattern per se, honestly.
Yep.
Looks still continuing to look quite okay.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. This is a pretty amazing THK fight.
Getting self-step
Nebula
now.
reaching self-steps, and zVypurr still continuing onwards with the fight, and at least tolerable RNG. Nebula
Yeah.
getting the bounce, as
Now getting
zVypurr
two
gets
parries.
2 parries in a row. Oh, that's just really unfortunate.
Not another parry, oh no.
And even more parries. Yeah, this run really is not treating zVypurr very nicely.
Yeah, okay, Nebula got... I think it's barely not a 31. I think it's a 32 flat or a 3202.
Yeah,
I like
something
that.
really close anyway. Uh-huh. It's not a 31, unfortunately. I think it's a 02, 3202.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3202.
Meanwhile, zVypurr finishing off THK at pretty much exactly 32 flat, and the timer pausing a bit later, of course.
It's like the consistency of those two runners are like
Yeah,
insane. Is like insane. Like getting
absolutely
such
crazy.
good times. Like also like getting a 3205 and then a 3202 and 3216 and 3223. That's such a good
This
showcase
is
of skill.
absolutely insane, yeah.
Yeah, I think GG's to Nebula for winning the race or the match.
Yes. And the match. Winning the
GG
race
to
and the match.
zVypurr, very good runs. We won't talk about Umu and RNG
Yeah.
because the RNG has been so bad.
This looks like a clean 2-0 sweep, but it really was so close. It's so unfortunate that the final scoreline misrepresents this so much.
Hi Nebula.
Hello, Nebula.
GG.
Hello, hello.
Masterpiece.
Hello, hello.
Amazing race, amazing race. So close to the 31 in like the race 31 here.
Yeah, I don't know. Still not super happy with it. Like, I played some of it
Yeah.
okay, but the consistency overall, like, the Mothwing Cloak mainly, but
Yeah, that's fair. How do you feel about the race in like the match in general, both runs and overall?
I don't know. I feel like unless if someone was gonna get like a mid 31, I don't think either of us would have been happy with however the match went.
That's
Like,
fair.
it doesn't feel great to win game one pretty much just off RNG,
Yeah, I think it was
but
just a few
it's
moves.
definitely relieving. We were both very nervous going into it, because literally anything can happen.
Yeah,
This was
I can see that.
these were two insanely close races. It's a bit sad that the balance got thrown off here so much at the end. So initially, I think you were 20 seconds behind until Umu happened.
Did they 3-cycle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just recycled this race.
That is unfortunate.
it's so sad. Yeah, and it's crazy that it's still within like 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, Umu 3-cycle is like 18 seconds, so it probably would have been like pretty much dead even without.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is quite unfortunate.
Yes. Sora says GG for Nebula for winning and also for Viper for a beautiful demonstration of skill. I can just say the same. It was incredible. Hello,
Hi, Viper.
Viper.
GG.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah, it was really, really close, this race, of course. Especially the first one, but this run as well. What do you think about the race in general, Viper?
I don't know, man. I feel like
I
it should have just been
understand.
more 31s.
Yeah, of course, this is not the result you would hope for. You had really unfortunate RNG, like general, pretty much the entire race.
I guess
Like the entire match so far, and then the Umu was just the nail in the coffin. It feels like.
I lost 6 seconds entering archives.
6, you were ahead.
Yeah, you
What
got
do
the chat said you got skate kinged.
Yeah.
I think you just did you get C dash glitch or what happened? I didn't see
Yeah, I got-
that. Because...
I got hit in cross drop, and then got C-dash glitch.
No, that's annoying.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's really, really unfortunate. That's just another way Hollow Knight is being wonky at times. All right. Does anyone in chat still have any questions for our runners?
Did Viper plan to finish the first run with 0 geo? I don't think so, but
Eyebalder bonus race. Do we get an eyebalder bonus race?
oh, that would be cool. But I don't think.
Yeah, I
That's
unfortunately doubt it.
Unfortunately, Eyebalder is not good for racing.
Yeah,
Oh.
we talked about
Yeah.
that earlier.
Not even just
Cheeky
the trick.
Tutti asks how you are so cool, Nebula and Viper. How are you so cool?
Just not.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I'd
are.
agree with that.
Oh, both of you are.
I'd-
Going on, can you talk to Elderbug?
Oh,
I think that takes a while.
I
no
suppose.
thanks.
Okay.
Uh,
Nebula, how are you feeling going into the winners bracket final? How do you think you will fare up there?
I don't know. I mean, I'm probably gonna be less nervous than I was for this race, because like, Viper's just been like cracked recently. So I don't know. I'm hoping by then I'm slightly more consistent. Like, Not
We'll
even just
take
in
it as a
races, but like in
motivation to
general.
practice. Yeah. And what do you think, Viper? How will you do in the lower bracket?
Decided if I'm going up against it.
Could you say that
It-
again? I didn't understand.
I think it.
Who am I
It's-
going up against?
I don't know. Wait, where's the bracket?
I
Can
think
anyone?
it might be slow. Winner of A. Where does winner of AS
I think
go?
it's probably.
Oh no, we
Strat
don't
is the
know
favorite.
yet. We don't know
Strat
yet.
is the favorite out of the
Yeah.
bracket,
Likely Stratus.
but I could see Axel winning.
Nebula, what are you doing there with Myla?
Just chilling, having a good time.
Dealing with Maya, like yippee.
Thank you, Clapudo.
I think
Thank you, Clapudo.
I can like Axel got a pretty good pace in his last race, so I can see Axel getting really good times and getting through the lower bracket.
Yep. Also, thank you for talking to Elderbug Viper.
Yeah, of course.
As per chat requests, that is very nice.
Yeah, if there are no more questions in the chat, which I don't
Yes,
see, and I don't have any more questions either.
we got another race coming up in approximately 2.5 hours. Jack Bolt versus Delta.
True.
We need for that. It's another best of one, by the way. We need. I think we're good for comms there, but we still need a restreamer. We definitely need a restreamer for that one in approximately 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So if you can do that, would be much appreciated. Question for both runners: why are you so cute?
Same
I'm
as
not.
the cool question.
I think
Okay, so
Really?
just-
all the
just
questions are like, why are you cute? Kyle, why are you so cringe? Like
Oh.
creepy.
Oh, that one's genetics. I can't help that.
Anyway, massive GGs to both of our runners again, and to Clapudo for the absolutely amazing sync work.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was
Of course, to
Much.
Johnny for commenting with me.
Yeah, thank you for comms as well. Thank you for runners. GG to all runners. GG to chat for being amazing.
Yes.
And yeah,
yes, huge shout
hopefully-
out to chat. Was amazing today. Very active chat. A lot of silly things happening.
and
We
GG
now
to the
got a-
hype train. We got a hype train.
Yeah. Sure, we got a level 3 or 4 hype train. And
Yeah.
obviously
And
we got a Wanderer's Journal now named James.
I don't think that we should take that name.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Okay. Yeah, thank you everyone for participating and being here, and see you
Yeah.
on the next race. Bye bye.
Yep, have a good one. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.